is up? Crazy Knife Guy Mad Yako here, showing off one of my favorite disappear in your pocket knives yet. Before I get into that, I implore you to hit that thumbs up, give me a like, and please subscribe for regular knife tool and EDC related content. Without further ado, this is the Kubi Hydro, or KB Hydro, kinda Kubi's high-end brand. It's the Hydro, or also known as the 323. I have a link to Kubi's website down below if you're looking to buy. Using this link will help me out tremendously. This knife comes in two versions. This titanium silver and anodized blue version, and there's also a black and anodized gold version with a DLC blade. The handle is made of titanium as well as all the hardware. All the screws are T8, which it requires you only remove 3 screws, the pivot, this one here, and this one here, and then you've got this bad boy open. So you can clean up the insides, or you could put some lube on the pivot, or even put some skiffs in there. I'll talk more about putting skiffs in later. You'll see here, it is a frame lock, and it has a screw right at the top of that frame lock that holds on a steel liner to protect the blade stock from this titanium handle. Titanium's harder than steel, so it would kind of, over time, wear away the steel. It has a milled titanium pocket clip, which you cannot move, and you cannot remove, because I believe it requires this screw be in, and that screws directly into the pocket clip. The blade itself is made of M390, and here we've got the New Breed EDC logo. That's our buddy Mark. That's right. This beauty was designed by our pal Mark Perez, or Loot 10 Techs on YouTube, as you guys may know him. He's also the proprietor of New Breed EDC. He's designed other knives such as the Clydesdale and the Kaiser Gavel. All of his stuff is linked down in my bio. He's a great blade designer and even better friend to the community. Go check out some of his live streams sometime. This knife has the thumb hole opener and the flipper tab, so you can push button open it, you can light switch open it, you can give it the old reverse flick, or you can open it with your thumb. Opening it with your thumb has been a problem for me, but that's all knives. If you're left-handed, it should all still be relatively easy to deploy, as long as you don't stick your thumb right on that frame lock. I would say keep your thumb up here on that pivot and you're in action, but I can't do it. I can barely use my left hand for this stuff. The Hydro runs on caged ceramic bearings, on steel liner washers, again to protect the parts from damaging each other. And you can replace these bearings, as long as you keep the liners in there, with skiff bearings. And I went through and measured those. They're 5mm by 1/16 12 ball bearings, if you wanted the skiff versions, or you could get thick washers if you want. Again, I would say with the skiff washers, just get something that's similar to the size bearings that I said. Skiff's website's down in the description as well. The Hydro has some light but grippy jimping on the spine here, and it's also got a finger divot, which is good for draw cuts, belly cuts, or even peeling if you so please. The handle has kind of a gun stock style of grip milled into it. We've got a 3-inch blade. It's a drop point. Very attractive looking blade. Blade stock thickness is 3.2mm, and it's about a 1/2 millimeter, a little more than 1/2 millimeter behind the edge. So it's not the best slicer, but it is still incredibly sharp. This thing weighs 2.5 ounces, making it kind of disappear in your pocket. It has flat beveled corners on the handle, but since it's such a small carry profile, it's just enough to make this a very comfortable blade to hold, whether it be normally or reverse grip. That finger spot there makes it easy to grip, actuate the frame lock, and also use that thumb hole for deployment. Excellent design. Nice work, Mark. I whipped this knife out of the post office of all places, and no one blinked an eye, which is good. It's not a threatening looking knife. It's pretty, classy looking, and it's little. Perfect daily carry for anyone who just needs a knife for everyday tasks. Having a bling bling laser edge at your disposal at all times is kind of this thing's specialty. You forget this is in your pocket, and it runs where other knives have sometimes walked. You'd really be proud to carry a knife like this. If you get this knife for somebody as a gift, you'd better really love them, as this knife comes in at $200. I know this knife would be a very nice gift though. It's very fidgety, and while it's not exactly a drop-shut blade, it has very smooth deployment when opening and closing. The acoustics are one of my favorite parts, as this thing sounds exactly like the sound of when the barber trims around your ears. Modifications I plan to do are, well, nothing at the moment, but what I could do is anodize the titanium. Could make it a different color, maybe purple, green, gold, bronze, or even lightning anodize it with a torch and some ferric chloride. I could acid wash the blade with some ferric chloride. Wouldn't look awful with a stone washed finish. It looks so clean the way it is, I just can't really justify doing that right now. This knife did not come with a pouch. This is not an issue at New Breed. Clearly this is a Kubi issue. It came with a cleaning cloth, but no pouch. Civivi has a pouch that comes with their knives that are half the price. Same with Kaiser. Same with Vosteed. What gives, Kubi? I want a Kubi pouch. I really like this knife, and if you like knives that are a little bit smaller, not a burden in the pocket, maybe you should check this one out. I hope this video served to inform you about the Kubi Hydro, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button below. Also, subscribe for more knife, tool, EDC related content. Might as well click on one of these other videos. I have an ever-growing list of knives that I have reviewed, and until next time, I'll be digging up more stuff to show y'all. Peace!